Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the WWE 2K24 Universe Mode series, and we're here at Extreme Rules once again. I'm your average Joe, and we've got the Women's World Championship match, a match that I believe a lot of people have been looking forward to, a last woman standing match between this woman, Rhea Ripley, the previous Women's World Champion. She was defeated by Ronda Rousey at Money in the Bank only about a month ago now, so Rhea Ripley was unsuccessful in her first title defense of the series. And hold on a second, speaking of the champ, here she is, Ronda Rousey, just taking a cheap shot to start things here, trying to get the upper hand. Well, I'm not sure how that's going to go down with the fans, but Ronda Rousey with a huge forearm, just taking Rhea Ripley by surprise. I'm sure that Rhea was not expecting this, and slammed down onto the concrete. A vicious assault to start this matchup. The match hasn't even officially begun yet. I guess it doesn't really matter because it is last woman standing, so there's no rules here. But Rhea Ripley finally getting herself some space. Up on the apron now, a huge right hand. And then Rhea Ripley returns the favour. Finally making their way into the ring. Ronda Rousey slamming Rhea Ripley down to the canvas. Now this rivalry has been going on since early on in this Universe Mode series, pretty much since the draft. Oh my goodness, stamping away at the chest of Ronda Rousey there, but this has been a heated feud. Rhea Ripley essentially telling Ronda for weeks now that she doesn't even belong in the WWE. This is not Ronda Rousey's playground, this is Rhea Ripley's home. And Rhea Ripley seems to be trying to send that message again tonight. Maybe that's why she's gone for this challenge, a last woman standing match. Rhea Ripley was actually the one to request this matchup, which is a bit ludicrous if you ask me. It's almost a death wish for anyone else to want a last woman standing match against the baddest woman on the planet, but Rhea Ripley is the Eradicator. And she's going to take the fight to Ronda Rousey. She's going to try and prove a point that the WWE is Rhea Ripley's home. It's not Ronda's playground where she can just take whatever she wants when she wants, because Rhea Ripley is going to be the woman that will be there to stop her. Now sending Ronda Rousey into the corner, up to the top rope. And then crashing down to the mat. Rhea Ripley oozing in confidence here. Ronda Rousey had that quick start by getting the cheap shot in on Rhea Ripley, but Rhea Ripley seems very focused here, managing to stay on top of things, but Ronda Rousey slowly building her own momentum, trying to turn things around, now taking Rhea Ripley over into the corner herself, and Ronda Rousey delivering strikes to the head and to the body, and following up with a couple of stomps in the corner. Now Ronda Rousey heading to the outside. She's going under the ring. She fancies bringing some toys into play. She's got the trash can. And Rhea Ripley with a huge boot to the jaw drops the baddest woman on the planet. And oh my word, Rhea Ripley just throwing the trash can, not even waiting for the count to be broken. She's just breaking it herself and then slamming Ronda Rousey face first onto that trash can. Well, Rhea Ripley and Ronda Rousey definitely do not like each other. Arch enemies, you could say. The crowd seem to be behind Rhea Ripley here tonight. Rhea sending Ronda to the outside, driving her down to the concrete. And Rhea Ripley asking Ronda to make it back to her feet. Ronda slowly makes it back to her feet, and then she's driven straight back down with a double axe handle. Rhea Ripley is really taking control of this matchup. Ronda Rousey has had a few flurries of attack, but she's just turned things around there with a strike to the knee. Ronda Rousey will want to get herself back into this one because, like I said, a lot of the attack is coming from Rhea Ripley. So Ronda Rousey working on the arm there, perhaps preparing Ronda, or Rhea I should say, for that armbar. And Ronda now not waiting for the count. with Rhea Ripley up high and drives her down into the concrete floor on the outside of the ring. And she's not done yet. Ronda Rousey measuring Rhea Ripley possibly into the armbar. She's trying to extend that arm of Rhea Ripley. Rhea fighting, trying to make sure that she doesn't extend that arm and hyperextend that elbow. And Rhea Ripley slowly able to get her way out of this one. Turning things around once again. Some good defense there by Rhea Ripley. Maybe she's been practicing in the build-up to this matchup. She does know, however, that a tap-out submission hold will not end this matchup, so that's one thing that these two superstars will have in mind. So I guess that's partly why Rhea Ripley may have asked for this stipulation, so that's not a factor. But these two on the table now. Rhea Ripley, she's looking for the riptide through the announce desk. The Women's World Champion is in big trouble. Oh my word, she's making her way back to her feet. The crowd loving what they're seeing, but how on earth is Ronda back on her feet already? She's just been put through the table. A reverse DDT there delivered by the Women's World Champion. Rhea Ripley, though, makes her way back to her feet. Now having some words with the Women's World Champion. A little bit of a standoff right here. Who's going to budge first? Rhea Ripley. Getting the steel steps. Looks like she's got some kind of plan with those. And oh my goodness! Rhea Ripley just throwing the steel steps off of the face of Ronda Rousey. Now almost sending Ronda into the referee, Jessica Carr. Now Rhea taking Ronda back to her feet. Just taking control of things here. She seems to be trying to take Ronda somewhere. The question is, where's she taking her? Rhea Ripley in control here. Seems to be taking Ronda Rousey up the ramp towards the main stage. Oh, but Ronda Rousey able to fight back here. Big elbows to the midsection. Rhea Ripley potentially had something ill in mind, but Ronda Rousey wasn't going to allow her to have her fun. Ronda making her way back into the ring, and Rhea Ripley just... Okay, she's just walking off. She's walking up the ramp. She's telling Ronda Rousey, come here, I'm going to break you. Oh my goodness. Well, Ronda Rousey is not having any of it. She's saying, I'm staying right here, I'm staying put. Rhea Ripley, again heading up the ramp towards the main stage, towards the main entrance area, and Ronda Rousey outside the ring again. Is she potentially going to head up to the stage? It looks like she may. She's making her way there slowly. Oh my goodness. Well, what's Rhea Ripley got planned here then? It looks like Rhea Ripley wants to head backstage. She's playing up to the crowd as she waits for Ronda Rousey to catch up here. Oh my word. Well, these two could be about to head backstage, and it looks like they are. Rhea Ripley allowing Ronda to go first, it seems. And here they are. We're backstage here. Oh my goodness, a big boot delivered by Rhea Ripley. And now some clubbing blows, a little bit of ground and pound delivered to Ronda Rousey. Rhea Ripley trying to stay on top of things here. Taking control of Ronda. Where's she taking her now? Ronda not going to have any of it. Big elbows delivered to the midsection of Rhea Ripley. Quick jab there. And a couple of right hands. And now, oh my word, just tossing Rhea Ripley over her head onto the concrete. And onto that rubber mat of sorts. Seems to be protecting some of the wires back here backstage. These two need to be careful, because if they take out some of that equipment back there, then, well, your feed could be gone. Ronda Rousey trying to take control. Rhea Ripley not allowing it this time. Now Rhea Ripley. A reversal there by Ronda. Ronda going to see maybe what count Rhea is going to get to. It's only a 3 count. More damage is needed to be done here. Ronda Rousey with Rhea Ripley up on her shoulders again and drives her down onto the concrete. Oh my word. Surely Rhea Ripley's got to be out for a little bit here. Onto a 4 count now. No, Rhea Ripley making her way back to her feet before halfway on the count. Of course, you need to keep your opponent down for that 10 count to be able to get the victory. Rhea Ripley just will not stay down. Ronda Rousey looking for a kick there, but Rhea able to get the reversal, and then Ronda able to get the reversal. These two going back and forth. Neither one of these two can seem to get the upper hand right now. And Rhea Ripley now, what's she going for here? Power bomb onto the concrete. Driving Ronda's spine first into the concrete floor backstage. There's no give in that flooring back there. And what's Rhea Ripley doing here? Oh my word, with Ronda Rousey on her shoulder, and she's just throwing her off that little ledge there. Onto the concrete again. May not look like a big distance, but I can assure you, being dropped onto the concrete like that it's not going to be nice. Rhea Ripley now looking to get Ronda up onto her shoulder again, but Ronda Rousey able to slip in behind and turn things around. Rhea Ripley making her way back to her feet. Big right hand delivered, a huge kick to their side of the head, taking Ronda off her feet. Big right hand again, and Rhea Ripley now with Ronda Rousey up on her shoulders and drives her face first into the concrete. Luckily, Ronda's chin didn't hit that little ledge there. Not sure if Rhea Ripley would say the same though. She probably wanted that to happen. But now Rhea Ripley taking Ronda over towards the table backstage here. What's she got planned? Putting Ronda Rousey on top of the table, and oh, Ronda Rousey able to turn things around before things go too dark. And oh my goodness, into the armbar now. Ronda's got it locked in. She's extended that arm, and Rhea Ripley's tapped straight away. Wonder whether that's a tactical move from Rhea, or... Oh my goodness, she's getting her way back to her feet on a count of 1. Almost a 2 count, but these two know each other so well. Huge knee strikes to the midsection by Ronda Rousey. Ronda here. She's going for the steel chair. Rhea Ripley making her way back to her feet ever so slowly. Ronda Rousey with the steel chair, and oh my goodness, a strike to the head. Rhea Ripley missing with that big boot a couple of times now. But now Rhea Ripley sending Ronda down to the concrete. And now Rhea Ripley with a steel chair in hand. Ronda Rousey slowly making it way back to her feet. She's able to avoid the chair strike. These two just going back and forth. And now Ronda Rousey, oh my goodness, no. Onto the steel chair with the Piper's Pit. Oh my goodness. Rhea Ripley looks like she's out of it. She looks like she's out cold. Well, this one could be all over. Rhea Ripley's in big trouble here. Oh, okay, so Rhea Ripley able to make her way back to her feet on a count of 5 or so. And Ronda Rousey still targeting those arms, trying to take the power game away from Rhea and potentially set up that armbar. Although we did already mention earlier, it doesn't really matter how many times Ronda gets Rhea into that armbar, unless she causes a serious injury. That's the only advantage she's really going to gain from it. But into the armbar again, and Rhea Ripley tapping one more time. My word. Rhea Ripley taking a lot of damage backstage. This plan of Rhea Ripley's may have backfired. She's the one who seemed to try and lure Ronda Rousey back here, but Ronda's been able to turn things around and get a lot of damage done to the Eradicator. Rhea Ripley able to make her way back to her feet again. Taking a few moments to herself to gain a little bit of recovery, and now into the armbar again. And Rhea Ripley has tapped for, what's that, a 3rd time now? Absolutely incredible. Rhea Ripley could be in trouble now. Ronda Rousey is locked in that armbar a couple of times. The count is creeping up slowly up to a 6 count, and Rhea Ripley is able to get her way back to her feet and brought back down to the concrete floor again by Ronda Rousey. Well, Rhea is able to make it back to her feet again, but Ronda Rousey's lying in wait. Now big right hands being delivered, and Rhea Ripley's slamming Ronda Rousey spine first into the concrete again. And where's Rhea Ripley going? Oh my goodness, what's she got planned now? Rhea Ripley heading up that ladder. What on earth could she be planning from up there? Ronda Rousey making her way back to her feet again. Rhea Ripley telling her to meet her up here. I'm not sure if that's the smartest choice, but we all know Ronda Rousey, and she's not going to back down from a fight, so I'm sure she's going to make her way up there. Rhea Ripley just waiting patiently. And it seems like Ronda Rousey is going to use the lift to get upstairs. Maybe that kind of shows where Ronda Rousey is at right now. Rhea Ripley telling Ronda that she's going to break her. Oh my goodness, a huge boot delivered by Rhea Ripley, to Ronda Rousey. Driven into that barrier just there. It doesn't look very secure, to be honest, if you ask me. Rhea Ripley just slamming Ronda into those yellow railings. Now Rhea Ripley again. Oh my goodness. Maybe Rhea Ripley has had this planned all along. Maybe she's had someone. Oh my goodness. She's looking to try and throw Ronda Rousey off of the ledge. Oh no. Ronda Rousey luckily able to slip in behind there. But maybe Rhea Ripley had someone kind of mess around with that railing there and ensure that it wasn't secure, so that she could potentially maybe throw Ronda off it a bit. But it could backfire here. Ronda Rousey taking control now. Ronda Rousey taking Rhea up onto her shoulder and driving her down onto that steel. That metal grate. That can't be a comfortable landing. Now Ronda bringing Rhea back to her feet, and now Ronda driving Rhea into the railings up here. You got to think that there's only one way these two are coming down from here. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Rhea Ripley, it's almost backfired on her. Now Ronda was looking to potentially take Rhea over to that ledge there. But Rhea Ripley now in control of things. Watch, oh my word. Oh my goodness. Ronda Rousey just thrown off the top of that ledge. And it looked like she went crashing down into some kind of lighting system there at the bottom. Oh my goodness. Well, this could be the end of this match. Rhea Ripley. No, she's looking to deal more damage. Oh my goodness, just driving her into those boxes there backstage. A lot of machinery and heavy equipment inside those boxes, so they're not even going to budge. Oh my goodness, Rhea Ripley just brutalizing Ronda Rousey here. Now Rhea with Ronda up on her shoulder. Oh my goodness, back over to this table that she was trying to use earlier. And Ronda Rousey slammed straight through it. Well, Rhea Ripley's plan seems to have actually ended up working out. She's taking Ronda Rousey maybe back into the arena here. They seem to be heading that way. Ronda Rousey able to switch things around. How much longer can these two go on for? These two have been putting each other through. They've been really putting each other through it. And oh my goodness, slammed down again onto the concrete. I'm not sure if we're going to even be able to see these two for some time, to be honest. Probably going to be injuries galore, but now Rhea Ripley into the riptide onto the concrete. Oh my goodness, Ronda Rousey's in deep, deep waters right now. Now Rhea Ripley just sending Ronda into the vending machine, and she seems to be heading back to the arena. Ronda Rousey follows on. So these two back out here into the arena, trading blows. The crowd seem to be behind Ronda all of a sudden, slamming Rhea Ripley down on the stage. Ronda deciding to make her way back towards the ring. Rhea Ripley able to make her way back to her feet. Rhea seems a little bit worse for wear compared to when they headed backstage. Seems to be the opposite of what it was before. Ronda Rousey was the one who was struggling to get the upper hand before they headed backstage, but Rhea Ripley able to make whatever plan she had come to fruition, which I'm guessing was to toss Ronda Rousey off of that platform. Now Rhea Ripley back to the outside. Doesn't seem like she wants to head back into the ring just yet. She's going under the ring for some toys, and she's bringing a table into play here. Well, what could she have planned with that table just there? Ronda Rousey now heading outside the ring. And Rhea Ripley going under the other side of the ring. Ronda got a weapon of her own with the kendo stick, and Jessica Carr seems to have knocked that table down on the other side and just throwing that kendo stick at Rhea Ripley here. And oh my goodness, into the armbar again. Rhea Ripley, she could be potentially getting an injury here, because that armbar's been locked in a good few times, and I can assure you that's not a move that you want to receive more than once. Rhea Ripley though, taking control of things once again, sending Ronda back into the ring, where she has another table ready. It's not set up yet, of course, but oh my goodness, a huge knee strike to the jaw, and some kicks to follow by Ronda, trying to turn things around. These two really going back and forth now. Oh, driven spine first into that upside down table. That's really going to hurt, that is. Big stomp to the face by Ronda Rousey. Rhea sent into the ropes. Ronda Rousey looking to wear out Rhea Ripley, but she's able to turn things around. Oh, huge kick to the side of the head again. And Rhea Ripley believes this one's nearly at the end. I'm sure she has the victory in sight, and I'm not sure what happened there with the table. Rhea Ripley looking to set up that table inside the ring, it seems. Ronda Rousey in big trouble here. 7 count, and she's not even stirring yet. A count of 8. A count of 9. And oh my word, Ronda Rousey just able to make it back to her feet. Rhea Ripley sending a message now into the riptide, slamming Ronda Rousey down to the mat. You've got to believe this one's all over. Ronda only just made it back to her feet before the 10 count previously, and now she's just been hit with a riptide, but Rhea Ripley doesn't care. She wants to deal more damage. Oh, Ronda Rousey turning things around though. I think she knows what Rhea's got in mind. Now Ronda Rousey looking to potentially put Rhea through the table, but Rhea Ripley able to turn things around again. And these two fighting for control. We know what they've got planned, and oh, Ronda Rousey able to turn things around. A huge strike to the gut there. And now up on her shoulders again, and driven down to the mat is Rhea Ripley. And Rhea using her ring awareness to just take herself into the corner there, as her entire body, including her shoulders, are not down on the mat anymore. Jessica Carr has stopped the count. Ronda Rousey just making sure that table got put down. Seems like she doesn't want to risk being put through it, but Rhea Ripley now slamming Ronda Rousey face first into the mat. This one is surely all over, but Rhea Ripley looks like she's hell-bent on putting Ronda through that table. Maybe she believes that's the final nail in the coffin. She knows Ronda is not going to stay down unless you really make her. And Rhea Ripley now looks like she may have her wish, and she puts Ronda straight through the table. The crowd absolutely loving this one, but you got to think we are probably moments away from a new Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley, potentially about to regain her title. She's telling Ronda to stay down. A count of 9, and Rhea Ripley is victorious. Well, what a performance. Rhea Ripley just showing the division why she's always on top. Absolutely amazing performance there. What a matchup that was. Backstage, back into the arena. But I'm guessing Ronda Rousey is going to need some medical attention, because after the stuff she's been put through in this match, she's definitely going to need some. Oh my word. What on earth? Natalya? She's not even been drafted. She's a free agent. What on earth? Natalya just, oh my goodness, just assaulting Rhea Ripley after the match Rhea's had. Oh my goodness, does this mean Natalya wants the Women's World Championship potentially? But Rhea Ripley, even though she's, oh my word, a vicious kick to the head. Even though Rhea's been through a last woman standing match, she's not going to lie down. She's not going to take this. And oh, a knee to the side of the head there by Natalya. And then a big chop. Natalya with Rhea up and slams her down into canvas. Rhea Ripley creating some space by rolling to the outside. Now Natalya, what's she doing here? Oh, a huge clothesline just taking out Rhea Ripley. The security are here, but what on earth is that all about? The fans are not going to be pleased with Natalya after that.